This is a McLaren 720S GT3 car, and it's the newest car in Forza Motorsport. And today, we're gonna try it out, do some customization, take it online, and see if it's any good. Before we get into the cool McLaren, though, I wanted to talk about this. What you're looking at is actually a list of cars that was found in the game files for Forza Motorsport. Essentially, all of these cars were actually added to the game and they popped up in the Steam database. You can actually see when they were last updated. Obviously, none of these cars are actually confirmed just yet, but they are in the game files, which means they might be coming in the future. There is some really spicy things on this list. The McMurdy. There's also the Aston Martin Valkyrie AMR Pro. The McLaren Senna GTR is also on the list. Which one of these are you most excited for? I think they're going to be coming fairly soon. This is our McLaren 720S GT3 car. Usually stands for the amount of horsepower it has. Not in this, though. This only has 520 horsepower. I want to tell you why this thing is so cool. So let's go take it against the AI first. This wouldn't be an AR12 video without any fun facts about a McLaren GT3 car. And for some reason, I'm not racing pretty much any GT3 cars. Essentially, this is McLaren's GT3 car. I should say it was their GT3 car. McLaren's actually replaced this thing with the McLaren 750S, which should be officially coming out next year, I believe. McLaren says 90% of this car is brand new. 90% of it isn't on the road car version of it. The only part I know that is carried over is the wiper blade. This isn't the actual ultimate McLaren. And you're probably saying, duh, Nick, I know that. McLaren makes a McLaren Senna GTR. That's better than this. True. But that also isn't the ultimate McLaren, because McLaren makes a version of this thing called the McLaren 720S GT3X. They essentially took this car and all of the rules of GT3 racing and threw them away. And they built the fastest race car McLaren that they've pretty much ever made, minus all of the Formula 1 cars. The 720S GT3X is essentially the same as this. It has all of the same, like, aero and grip as the regular GT3 version, but instead of being limited to 520 horsepower, McLaren went, let's give it 750 horsepower. So I'm just gonna do that in the game. We're gonna give it some upgraded camshafts to let it rev a little bit higher. One of the things McLaren does in real life is gives it bigger turbochargers, and with a race air filter, 750 horsepower. Since we're in here, why don't I upgrade the brakes? I don't actually know how you get better brakes than what comes stock in a GT3 car, but sure. I also don't understand how you get 400 or 300 pounds of weight reduction out of this thing. I'm gonna give it some thicker rear tires, and then last but not least, we can get some spicy wheels. You might actually recognize this McLaren because it's got arguably one of the greatest race car paint jobs ever made. I think you know where I'm going with this. Please tell me it's the first one that's gonna pop up. Damn it! It's the fourth one to pop up. We are now a McLaren 720S GT3X. If you actually went to Goodwood a couple of years ago, the GT3X actually won the Goodwood shootout, outperforming all of the ridiculous things that show up to Goodwood. This thing also blitzed it around the Top Gear test track in like 1 minute and 7 seconds or something ridiculous like that. Okay, the brakes work. The brake, Jesus Christ. Why is the AI trying to brake check me? Anyways, up the hill we go. I thought the AI was supposed to be improved, huh? Anyways, McLaren will actually tell you that in real life, the 720S GT3X is their fastest car that they make. It's outrageous. I know we all make fun of Forza Motorsport for its long list of issues, but I'm glad they are at least rectifying one of those issues. Now that this thing is in the game, next week, the Mercedes AMG GT3 car is coming to the game, and if that 488 GTE car comes to the game, then we're gonna have a very solid list of actual GT3 race cars. Through the final corner at Lime Rock, What an outrageous car. So I think now we should get a try-hard tune on this thing. I was keeping up with P-class cars. I think it goes to show how fast this thing is. I'm going to take my McLaren online Forza GT. We're racing at Watkins Glen. It's not even like this car's particularly slow. It feels good to drive. It feels balanced and all of that. But the problem is it just eats the tire. There's nothing that I can do about it. Like, my tires by the end of this race might be yellow. We will see. I'm actually getting burnt off the line. That's not great. Okay, this is a little dangerous. Little dangerous. Little dangerous. I didn't do anything. I didn't do anything. He spun. Thank you, Gabe, for understanding. I've never actually seen the penalty system work so nicely. Whoa, big crash. Big. Please don't give me a penalty. Please don't give me a penalty. Thank you. This game is working perfectly today. Absolutely no flaws in the Forza Motorsport penalty system. All right, I have been overtaken by another McLaren, which is not great considering I wanted to be a quick boy today. I should be able to zoom past. Here we go. We've got the inside line. Don't weave. Get late on the brakes. Up the inside, then park it on the curb. Well played. Well played, sir. Well played, sir. Little switchback. Very nice move. Sector 3 on this circuit is so bad. I'm so bad at it, it's not even funny. Anyways, lap 1 is officially in the books and another big crash. Jeez, I kind of slid my way through the first corner, overheating the rears, but we're still okay. As long as I can keep up with these guys and drive clean and consistent. Look at him, into the wall. We're going to get a run up the hill. Never mind. Follow the McLaren. What? Oh, and here goes the Corvette. Corvette's about to die. The penalty system has its flaws. I don't know how that was avoidable collision when the man weaved and hit me, but okay. Anyways, I've got my McLaren friend now, which is good news. Now I just need to get this guy. I think that's an RSR, is it not? Wow, this guy's actually very quick in his McLaren. Very quick. Wow, on the brakes at the identical time, wheel to wheel, through the right-hander, still wheel to wheel. If you were a McLaren factory worker right now, you'd be having a mental breakdown. Okay, we got him. No, we didn't get him. It's still going. Me and this guy were identical. We are literally identical. Up the inside. Lap 2 in the books. We got the run. Sir, please no. Please no murder. We got him. Looking good. I think what I'm realizing is, although the McLaren might be quite mid, because it's actually quite an easy car to drive, actually, it produces some very nice battles. Like, going on to the final lap of the race, I have a 1.2 second gap to the car in front. It's gonna be more than that now. Gonna be a lot more than that now. I need to be the second fastest McLaren. Please. Got the slipstream. He's not going defensive. He is going defensive. Tries to block the inside, but we've got the slipstream. Wheel to wheel through the chicane. This is a fight now. This is a proper fight. Game, do not even think about giving me a penalty for that. That was superb driving. Okay, this is, I think, the best battle I've ever had in this game. We're gonna get the RSR. Got the RSR. Beautiful stuff. It's gonna be a battle for P6. He's going defensive again. Blocks the inside. Up the hill we go. Through the final corner. Well done, McLaren, man. If I could flash my headlights at you... What? Because of my penalty, I finished 7. No! I was the second fastest McLaren. That is such a good car to race. I love that. Incredible. I would really like a podium position. I would really like a top 5, but I'm gonna be realistic. I don't think either of those things are gonna happen. I'm gonna try to close Geet off right away. Close Geet off right away. Thank you. Scare him into corner 1. That kind of didn't do anything. Actually got the Viper. Thank you, sir. Got the Viper. Thank you. Gonna have the outside, but it's gonna switch back to the inside. If I get a penalty for that, I'm gonna be furious. Oh my God, you can brake so late for that. Geet, you made me follow you. Wait, Geet didn't get a penalty, but I did. What? Nah. Hello, Geet. I'm faster than you, sir. Mr. Aerodynamic. We've got wheel to wheel. Can't do it there. Might be able to do it here, though. Lovely move. Lovely move. The podium is back on the cards, boys. It's back on the table. Okay, 3 seconds to the guys in front. Sorry, Guy. Don't worry, sir. It's just a carbon fiber rear bumper. It'll come out of your paycheck, sir. Simply lovely. Simply lovely. Oh, shit, 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 shit. Okay, the whole car was off balance through all of those corners. That was not good. Okay. I'll pay for the door. You pay for my bumper. He left the door so open, an elephant could have walked through the door. I'm now going to need to play pull away from Geet because otherwise I won't win this. Oh, and now we're going to get another one. That's barely off track, bro.
Total time penalty is about 1.5 seconds.
Do I look like Esteban Ocon? The only worry is my tires are going to die. We've got a half-second lead to fire at the moment. I really want that Bentley to get in the mix. Battle fire. On to the final lap we go. The McLaren just eats tires. This is stupid. The only thing that finishes faster than my tires is your Bono my tires. Watch this. I'm going to try to go through 130R and I'm going to slide and I'm going to crash and I'm going to hit the wall. Oh, we're gone. Oh my God. I actually called it. Oh my God. That was well held, though. Very well held. 3 wide. I have no grip. None at all. What? Bro, this game is actually a yoke. Actually a big yoke. I think I'm going to finish P5, though. No, I'm not. I'm not even... Wait, am I? Did I finish P5? What an absolute disaster. I lost to the aerodynamic man.